My name is Daveen. I'm one of the founders of Ufit. And Ufit was designed to exactly solve these problems, to help every individual, whether you're neurotypical or neurodivergent, to really help you achieve your goals, find you where you're at, to help regulate your tendencies and those bad habits, to make sure every child is going throughout their day with self-esteem, self-motivation, and the confidence to attack every obstacle that is put in front of them. Mornings are hard for every parent, but if you're a parent and your child has autism, ADHD, or any form of other special needs, it can nearly be impossible. In this video, we're going to show you a very simple 10-minute routine you could follow to help your child feel confident, calm, collected, and really be ready to attack the day. Stay tuned for the whole video where we're going to give you a free gift of a free downloadable PDF you're able to save and print out so you don't ever have to come back to this video again and you could use it every day in your routine. Based off studies done by Robert Melillo, a brain neurologist who works with children with developmental disabilities, physical activity stimulates the brain, activates the vestibular system, and really improves sensory regulation. You'd be surprised that even 5 to 10 minutes of workout could change the whole tone of the day of your child. Studies show that kids with autism and ADHD helps them enhance their focus and really boost learning in school. For example, there was a study done with children with ADHD. As they went through movement-based therapies, their learning improved, self-regulation improved, and they were less likely to get into meltdowns because they were more self-regulated and already had that sensory output that they always need. It all comes down to how the brain works. You see, movement helps boost a protein called BDNF, which literally helps with brain focus and learning faster. Now, that few exercises you do in the morning, those few stretches, jumping jacks, sit-ups, squats, could be the difference between a stressful day and a successful one. And it doesn't even need to be perfect. It's just consistency and being intentional. Your body will thank you later. With all this being said and done, it's just knowledge. And what's information without any action? So let's get into the routine. As usual, let's set the tone. Get up, change out of those pajamas, get some breakfast, brush your teeth, and even get a cup of water. Get into a space, an open space. Again, this is a very light and simple stretch just to warm up the body for the day. We're not trying to get into a full hour-long workout. This is something very simple we want to get our kids accustomed to get the routine down and dialed in to make sure they're doing this every morning, 5 to 10 minutes, all that's needed just to get the body up, ready, regulated, and on to the day. Let's get into the first part of the workout, warming up the body and getting the blood flowing. We're going to do a very light stretch, starting from the top of our body and going all the way down to our toes. The first exercise we're going to be doing is arm circles. Remember, we're going to do 3 sets, 10 reps each. First, we're going to start with our hands all the way open and just big circles. Very simple forward. 3 sets, 15 times each. Once that's done, I want you guys to go all the way back, reaching all the way to the sky, all the way back, and bringing it down. Now, as a parent, your child might not be able to do this independently. That's where physical prompts come in. I want you to help them, get behind them, hold their arms out all the way, and really use that physical prompt to help them get all that range of motion. Next, the second exercise we're going to be doing is more for the abdominal muscles, getting our core engaged, getting our lower back warmed up. We're going to be doing some abdominal twists. Same concept. Let's put our hands out like this, and we're going to twist all the way, all the way, all the way. 3 sets, 15 times each. Again, going back to the physical prompt and what you as a parent could be doing to help your child. I want you guys to get behind them, hold their arms out, and really twist with them. This is a really good exercise for sensory input and self-regulation. Now, you got 2 of the 3 exercises out of the way. You're somewhat starting to warm up. The next exercise, we're going to be targeting our legs, really get the blood flowing to really get our athletes and our children ready to attack the day, running up and down the playground, going up and down the stairs. Very simple. I want you guys to do a standing pike position first. Keep those knees locked, feet straight, hands all the way up to the sky, and reaching all the way down to your toes and holding, again, 3 sets, 15 seconds each. Next, I want you guys to open the legs just like this, and almost the same concept as doing the pike. Open your hands and go side, 3 sets of 15 seconds each. Next side, 3 sets of 15 seconds each. and then in the middle, 3 sets of 15 seconds each. Again, you as a parent, use the physical prompts, get behind your child, really help them get down, really get those muscles, those hamstrings, those calves, and those quads engaged, get that blood flowing, which in turn will really help with injury prevention as they go throughout the day. Now, you're asking yourself, okay, I got these done, but my kid is still very active. What do I do? During these stretches, I also really want you to focus on the breathing and the breathing pattern of your child. Use this as a technique. So for example, if my feet are together, I'm gonna breathe in, all the way up, breathe out, all the way down. This is really gonna help slow down that heart rate, get your child focused and really zoned in onto the workout. Let's go on to the second part of the routine. Now that we got all the stretching out of the way, let's get into something a little bit more physical and a little bit more active, the second part of our workout. And if your child has ADHD, suffers with overstimulation and hyperactivity, this is gonna be absolutely perfect for them to get all that excess energy out, just for them to be calm, collected, and ready to attack school. The first exercise, something very simple that we all know how to do, just regular jumps. All you're gonna need is a rope or jump rope or a resistance band in this case, very simple, and 2 chairs. Either that's legs of a chair or small stands or legs of a table. Tie the rope just like this. All you're gonna have your child do is stand sideways and jump side to side, 3 sets of 10 reps each. Very simple, and again, you as a parent, you might be asking yourself, you know, my child doesn't know how to jump, but I want them to get active because they have a lot of energy. What do I do in this case? Very simple. There's 2 ways you're able to help prompt your child in order to help them. Either have your child in front, 1 foot on each side of the rope, and really helping them just squat and lifting. Squat and lifting. It really helps them get that leg muscles down and the form of how to jump. Or if your child already knows how to jump and doesn't necessarily have the skill or might have the fear of actually going over the rope, all you're gonna have to do is hold their hand and really have them just 1, 2, 1, 2. Really get them above that rope, jumping, keep the energy up, because remember, their motivation, it comes from your motivation. If you're energetic, you're into it, you're engaged, they're gonna follow in your footsteps and they're gonna be engaged with you. The next exercise, we're gonna try to keep it very simple because at the end of the day, this is an in-home workout. We're trying to make it as easy as we can for you as the parent. And I'm sure we've all heard of squats, squat jumps, or weighted squats. Now, the first thing you're gonna have to do is get yourself a chair, just like this, or a little bit higher or a raised platform. Now, get your child, all they're gonna be doing is squats. Very simple, stand up, and the goal of this is to just tap the chair and stand up, 3 sets, 10 reps each. Just like this, very simple, stand, feet shoulder width apart, sit and stand, sit and stand. Now, if that's too easy, give them some weights. If you don't have these weights at home, or if you don't have access to any weights, give them maybe just a grocery bag filled with fruits, or a couple water bottles, or even a backpack on the back. Have them hold it to their sides, same exact thing. Sit and stand. Sit and stand. And if this is even too easy, you have an Olympic athlete, get him jumping. Have him squat and jump. Squat and jump. This really helps to increase the leg muscles, engage the core, and really get them focused on not being afraid of actually sitting down and getting up, but really gets them engaged into the workout. Now, 3 sets, 10 seconds each. If your child is having a hard time, maybe even get behind them, guide them from the hip and up, down and up, or you could get in front of them, hold their hands. Same concept, up and down, up and down. On to the next. Now the last part of our workout and getting active is a little bit more physical and a little bit more demanding, so I want you to pay attention and really follow along. Now, something a little bit faster, and ideally what you want your workout to look like is something like this. You want to run, 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 clap, down, all the way up. That's the real-time speed. But you might be asking yourself, or you might be even asking me, hey, Daveen, this is a little bit too physically demanding for my child. What do I do? How do I accommodate? As a parent, let's get into the physical prompts. Your child's gonna be right next to you. You're gonna be side by side. Have your arm around them. chatter, 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 chatter. When you clap, really get around their waist, have them come all the way down with you, really guide them, have them lie down, and help them stand up. Now, remember, it's not about how fast they're able to do it, how good they're able to do it, or how many reps they're able to really get done in a minute. What it's really about is consistency and building a routine. Your job as a parent, what I want you to take away from this video is to meet your child where they're at. Meet them at their abilities, help them grow, keep them engaged. Because if they're not engaged, they're not liking the exercise, they're not gonna be consistent, and you're not gonna see results. Really get them engaged, get that energy, because their motivation comes from you. You have to be energetic, you have to push them every day. Set that baseline, set that standard, let's make it happen, let's help them grow, let's help them achieve their goals. Let's go. We got the stretching out of the way, we got the workout out of the way. Now your child is pumped up, has energy, the heart rate is through the roof. You don't want them to go into school with a fast heart rate and a lot of energy, or getting in the car ride and constantly being very energetic. This is the last part of the routine. I want you to really help calm the nervous system and help them self-regulate. The first exercise we're gonna just do is butterfly stretches. Something a little bit more yoga oriented. All we're gonna do is sit down, put the bottom of our feet together, and just breathe. That's all I want you to do. 3 sets, 10 to 15 seconds each. You as a parent can really get behind them, put your hands on their knees, and really help press it down to really help open up their hip flexors and get more blood flowing after the workout. Second exercise, or second yoga stretch, is gonna be the cobra. I'm sure we all know what the snake, the cobra is. We're just gonna come just like this, let the lower back touch the ground, keeping the abdominal muscles engaged all throughout the stretch. This really helps to engage the core muscles, the internal organs, and really helps get all that energy out. Now, during these exercises, the most important thing that you're able to do for them is help them focus on their breathing. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Instead of doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 seconds, you could do 3 sets of 10 to 15 breaths. This really helps them calm the body, calm the heart rate, slow down the heart rate for them to be really focused in, get all that energy out, and then be able to regulate themselves. Now, once you're done with that, you could transition into your calm down corner, just like we talked about in our last video. Check it out if you're able to create that in your house, in a space, an inviting environment where your child is able to go get their sensory input, get themselves self-regulated, and have a good time before they go to school. Another great alternative could be a weighted blanket, because who doesn't love some pressure on their body, some squeezes, and some tickles? Either a weighted blanket or some tickles and some big hugs from mom or dad is the best way to start your day. Those are all 3 parts of the morning workout and routine you should implement with your child to see success with consistency and good intention. But now you might be asking yourself, or again, asking me, Davin, I'm very busy. I'm a parent of 3. I don't physically have the time to do all this in the morning and spend 15 to 20 minutes with my child. The best advice I'm able to give you is cut it down. Do exactly what we did, but on a shorter time frame. Instead of doing 10 to 15 reps, do 5 to 10 reps. Because at the end of the day, it's for the benefit of your child. If we want them to progress and get better and be stronger and be more self-regulated and go throughout the day motivated with confidence and being able to challenge and accept every obstacle in their way, we're gonna do whatever it takes. Whether that's waking up 5 to 10 minutes earlier than usual or going out of the house 5 to 10 minutes later. Let's do it. Let me know down in the comments below. If you're struggling with anything specifically when it comes to the routine, we'll go ahead and we'll tailor it to you and your needs. If you found some value or some important information in this video, subscribe down below for more at-home strategies and tips for your special needs child. And if there is anything specific you'd like to dive in or had questions about, drop a comment down below. Our team will directly reach out to you and help you with your program to really help target your child and their abilities.